and welcome back to Pop Therapy. As you will have heard, one of my favorite people, in fact, one of the most exciting little moments at BravoCon was meeting the wonderful Chef Stu. Thank you so much for joining me
Hi,
here.
how are you? Happy.
I'm
What
really
time is
well.
it there where you are in Australia?
It is 11 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Jeez, that's crazy. I'm just
Yeah, it's
winding down on
weird,
Friday
isn't
evening.
it?
Yeah, it is weird. It always is. My friend Shannon
so
lives there.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, in Melbourne?
Sydney. Well,
Sydney. Okay.
your audience may know. Fuck, I don't even know if I'm giving this away. But I don't know. Like, he's Sherilyn Barnes. Like, that's my friend.
Oh, of course.
I think I spoke to you about that.
We did talk about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
she's
That's
funny.
right.
Yeah.
So funny. So funny. She had a huge moment during Big Brother, which has just returned. She was like, you know, kind of like her whole character was like this hardcore Big Brother fan, and no one could work out, like, is she real? Is she not? Is this comedy? Is this, you know, just an actual
brilliant.
super fan?
Yeah. It's brilliant. People can't tell. It's fantastic. I love it.
Amazing. So we met, I think I accosted you at the Bravo Bazaar, maybe on the first day of BravoCon.
Yeah.
And I think
you were just like, hey, what's going on? I accosted like Amanda in Beverly Hills. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I verbally accosted you and physically assaulted you. I grabbed you.
Oh my God.
Introduced myself. And then we hung out a little bit the next day at the creator event, which was really fun. And so I'm so excited to have you here and to be chatting.
I'm glad you asked me because I love popping on podcasts and all different ones. And yeah. It's great.
Amazing.
This is my third one today. I did Zach's this morning, then I did mine, and now I'm doing yours.
Okay,
it's a full-time
thing.
New
angles. It is a full-time thing. But for people that don't know your story, you're not just somebody that talks about reality TV. You've actually been on reality TV.
Yeah.
So do you want to give people a little snapshot?
Yeah,
I know you've been in LA for a long time, but you've done some really cool things.
I've done I've done a lot of things over, like, it's been 20 years now I live in Los Angeles, right? Wow. And, you know, from this accent, obviously, you can tell I'm from Ireland originally. And so I moved over here about in 2004 and I got a job in a hotel in Napa Valley. And that was kind of like my way into America because I always knew I wanted to live in Los Angeles. But, you know, you need the visa, you need the whole work thing, the permits and all that shit, right? So I got that and then moved down to Los Angeles in 2006. And I always wanted to be like a host on TV or do some kind of format like that. And I'd already gone to culinary school. I got my degree in culinary arts. So I was well able to cook and I was well able to do my thing. But then I just landed in LA. And the first thing you need to do in LA when you land here is just start networking. And I met my friend Matthew at the time. He had just moved from New York. I'd moved from like Napa Valley, Ireland, all that stuff. And we're like, we need to meet people. And so we met each other and we instantly became friends. So we were like, great, we're in the same boat. So we literally went out 7 nights a week. And now I was 24 years of age at this point, right? I'm 44 now. And we talk about it sometimes. I'm like, how did we go out? First of all, where did we get the money for 7 days a week? I don't even know. Like, you know what I mean? And I think we were going out and we were getting like the $5 beers, like, you know, the happy hours and doing all that. And then like guys would buy us drinks and maybe we didn't drink that much because we didn't have that much money. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. And we had the best time. And I was working at a restaurant. I was getting paid underneath the table at the time because I was going through like mid-visa thing, switching from one visa to the next and before my green card and citizenship and all this shit, right? So that was so scary at that time. And eventually like worked it out and we just met people and then I met my agent and then I got on a show on Food Network called Private Chefs of Beverly Hills. That did actually air in Australia, I believe. And it aired in like New Zealand as well and stuff like that. Yeah. And so, and that was the first kind of reality show like Food Network did with chefs or anything like that. So that was fun. And then I could have just bounced around after that. I became the spokesperson for Tupperware and I did other brands. And then I would do cameos and all these other shows. And then it just kind of kept going and endorsements kept the money going. And then I started doing a lot of like private dinner parties around LA. And then I wrote the first cookbook, The Quick Six Fix. And then God, I need to write it all down. I did all these odd bits and pieces. Then I did another show on Food Network. I got canceled after like 5 episodes. We shot 13 episodes of it called Let's Eat with 2 other girls. I went for Queer Eye. I got Queer Eye and then got pulled out of Queer Eye 2 or 3 weeks later. For some reason, we will never, ever know. We will never know. When they came into the room, they were like, "You're the 5 for Queer Eye." I was like, "This is fucking cool." I got a photograph of all 5 of us together. I was like, this is like a moment that's going to change our lives. Like, and I knew it. Like, I knew it was, and changed for their lives, not mine. But I know it was fine. And then, I mean, look, it sucked because there never was a real reason given to me, because I was like, well, what happened then in the room when you said I was in it? And now 3 weeks later, you're pulling me out of it. Like, guys, you don't even realize like the sadness and just like the gut punch that was.
Totally.
And then, you know, look, everything happens for a reason. And then I went on and I wrote the Housewives cookbook then with Amy Phillips. I came up with this idea of, wouldn't it be fun to poke fun at the Housewives and just through food, but have really good recipes, but have funny kind of like titles for them revolving around like signature moments from all the franchises. The only problem was I didn't watch all the franchises. So I needed an expert. Yeah. So I got Amy Phillips on board, who was a super expert, and she had a show on Sirius XM, and we brought out the book, and then we did the Sirius XM thing, and then I got with Jeff Lewis, and then, you know, me and him started dating for like nearly 2 years, and then that kind of threw me into the Bravo world even more, and then I got to meet more. So like the Housewives cookbook got me there to get me on his show, because we were doing all the series shows to promote the cookbook. And then we eventually went on his show, and Amy, I never forget it that morning. It was funny. Because I remember him from the Flipping Out show. Like, everybody remembers that show. And I would watch it sometimes on Sundays. It would have marathons and I'd watch it, but I never followed it. Like, I never watched it season per season, but I always thought it was very entertaining. And I used to love the makeovers. And then he would be a bit crazy sometimes. And that was always fun to watch, you know? And so my like wildest dreams, I never thought I'd end up with him as a boyfriend. It was just crazy how it happened. And we went on his show, and I remember Amy saying to me, "You're going to have to bring something to his house," because they were just coming off COVID, so they were still recording it at his house, the show. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Fuck it, Amy, I'm so tired. Like, all we've been doing is like doing podcasts and going on, like promoting the cookbook." I said, "I'm tired." I said, "We're not getting home till like late, like on Wednesday night. We're going on his show Thursday morning. We need to be there at 7. And I just was like, where am I going to fucking find the time?" And I said, I can't make pastries. Like, I can't make like a lunch or a dinner from the cookbook for 7 o'clock in the morning. It has to be some of the desserts or the baked things. And we did like the blueberry muffins. I did like the Bloody Marys from the cookbook, and one other thing. I can't remember what it was, but so I was like up at 5 o'clock in the morning, fucking making muffins, because I was like, I don't want to do it. And she's like, "If you do not bring something to his house, he will rip the shit out of you on the radio." And I'm like,
oh my God,
he's not that bad, is he? And she's like, "No, but he'll have fun with you. Like, he'll be really like, he'll ride your ass." And I'm like, oh God. Yeah. I said, well, I'm not in the mood for that. And so I said, okay, I'll get up. I'll make the fucking Bloody Marys. I'll make this, whatever. They were a hit. Like, I brought them. He so appreciated them. They were just, everybody was eating blueberry muffins at like 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and with sipping Bloody Marys with vodka. It was fucking crazy, right? And it was a lot of fun. And then I kept going back on that show, and then we kind of got to know each other and all that stuff. And that was fun. And that kind of threw me in deeper. And then the podcast kind of came along, you know, like some woman's husband, like a woman that was a fan of his show. And then I would go on his show a lot, you know what I mean? He would bring me on sometimes. And I was always fun. I would always kind of like ride his ass. I didn't give a shit because we were boyfriends, and I would just be like, "Go fuck yourself," or like whatever. You know what I mean? I didn't care. And so it was quite funny. And then, so then we were broken up, and then I was kind of making my own way. And then like this guy reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, my name's Pat. I'm from Heard at Media. My wife thinks you're really funny. You know, she used to listen to you on Jeff's show and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she thinks you're really funny, and like she told me like to ask you if you would be ever interested in doing a podcast. And I'm like, "Fuck no." And I just was like, no, I said, it's fun going on other people's. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to write like the interview questions. I don't have to watch television and then recap. I just was like, I don't know if I can do that. I said, but I do have a title for it. And the only reason why I had a title was because my friend Darren Kennedy, we had drinks one night, probably a year prior. And he was doing a podcast at the time. And he's like, you should do a podcast. I'm like, no. I said, I'm not doing a podcast. I said, there's no fucking way I want to do a podcast. And he's like, I have a great name for it though. It's called Don't Let It Stew. And I'm like, that is a good name. I said, I will give you that. That is a fun name. And I was like, look, let me leave it in my back pocket. If the opportunity ever presents itself, at least we have a great title. I said, but I don't have the time to start recording, editing, posting. Like I know me. I'll do it for like 2 months and I'll be like, I can't do this anymore, Yeah. And if I'm going to do it, I want to do it where I keep going, for a few years at least. Right. Yeah. And so then I was like to Pat, I was like, okay, leave it with me. I said, you have to let me think on this for like 2 or 3 weeks. He said, because I really need to mull over this. How would the show look like? What would I talk about? Do people think I'm going to talk about food? Because that's boring as fuck. And so I was like, but how am I going to fill 45 minutes like with food? I would bore myself, right? Because I do it for a living and it's like, I love cooking and I love cooking for people and stuff, but I'm not like so obsessed where I'm just like reading articles about food and like you know what I mean? Like I'm not I just love the fun of cooking and plating up food and making it look beautiful. And like, I just love all that stuff, or innovative products and things like that gets me excited. Right. And so, but I was like, look, I watch Housewives. I watch a lot of Bravo shows. I do love them. And I'm always shouting at the TV. I said, so maybe there is something here, but maybe I can talk a bit about my life as well in a fun way or fun topics. Cause I feel like I'm kind of funnier when I'm talking about just kind of silly things, right?
Yeah.
Like day-to-day stuff, right? That we all experience. So we do a mix of that. I get stuff off my chest at the beginning of the show. I ask my guests, do they have anything that they want to get off their chest? Something that's pissing them off. It can be anything in life. And then we kind of get into a bit of Bravo or like hot topics. Yeah. And that's it.
I love it.
It's fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And, her, that's been great. Like they just, it's nice to just like sit down, do it, and you walk away.
Hand it over.
I mean, you have to prep. Yes. I mean, it's like, it's a bit of work, that, but it's, but it's fun. Yes. And you meet cool people.
Yeah. I mean, I love that. And what I think is really interesting about you is like, you're an observer of, reality TV and what's going on, but also you've experienced kind of being the person in the spotlight that the fans are talking about, because obviously Jeff's got like some really passionate fans and everybody talks about he seems to share everything very publicly, whether you choose for that to happen or not.
Too much sometimes.
So like what was that experience like, going from somebody who maybe comments on things and is a guest on radio shows to suddenly being the subject of conversation?
That was like very new to me. Like I don't care people talking about me and stuff like that, or like that was just I think the hardest part about it was, for me, was I was painted as this person that he kind of made me out to be this dishonest person. And that wasn't the truth. You know what I mean? And I understand like sometimes we'd be fighting and things like that, and he'd be angry, or he would say things just, I don't know, on the radio and stuff to kind of maybe just kind of get at me or just kind of poke me or whatever. But like the thing about it was, and like I knew that, like I'm like, I know he doesn't believe that shit, but whatever, like whatever. But then you have like a lot of the fans coming like, you're this, you're that. Why do you drink too much? And I'm like, okay, this is kind of now, this is not fun. Like you can say anything about me. You can say I'm fucking silly. I fucking, I like what they said, like I don't shower long enough at sometimes. He was saying, I was like, Jesus Christ, like I'm not dirty. Like I'm a chef. Like I clean, of course I clean myself. I'm just sitting underneath the shower for fucking 12 minutes. Like I don't take 12-minute showers, So it's like, there was just so much stuff. And then sometimes it would just get a bit just kind of under the belt and it just wasn't fun anymore. And I was like, okay, like, this is my boyfriend. Why is he saying these things about me? Like, I mean, am I in the wrong relationship? Like, I thought this was meant to be love. This doesn't feel like love, but if I say anything, I feel like I'm overreacting, or like, you know, it's like, cause his show is very comedic, you know what I mean? It's very like fun, sarcastic and stuff like that. And I love it. Like, I love all that, but just some parts of it got kind of too much, you know, and, you know, and I think it, like, you know, it was I think a big part of kind of the downfall of the two of us, you know what I mean? And where it was just like, we're like, why can we not find that balance? I don't mind you talking about me, but like, where's the balance in that? You know what I mean? Like, where I don't want to be sad, I don't want to be upset, and I ask you not to do this sometimes, and then you do it, and I'm like, where do we go? Like, this is not sustainable. Like, we can't keep doing this. You know what I mean? So, so yeah, and it's just, it's hard because that is his life. Like, that is who he is, and that is his life. And I just think there has to be a way, and not even me, like with anybody else, whoever he dates and stuff like that, you know, but there just has to be a way. You just have to listen to the other person and their feelings. And if it's too much, like, you just, like, you know, you just got to be mindful of people's feelings, and it's, you know, it hurts sometimes. Yeah. So that, do you think you would, like, the tough part of it.
Yeah. But do you think you would get into like a public relationship like that again? Where you're,
yeah, of course. Like, that doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
okay,
I think he's a very unique person in that, like, not everybody's like him. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, and kind of, that was kind of his shtick, kind of with the flipping out and kind of the drama and the chaos, and, you know, and like him flipping out and stuff like that. And it was very entertaining for a lot of people and stuff. It's just like, it's just when you're at the other end of it and you're like his boyfriend, you're kind of like, oh, it's like, you know, it's fun to look at it when you're on the outside and you're not getting it, you know, but,
I found it scary even watching it. Like, I was like, oh my God, don't look, he's going to turn it on me in a minute. Hang on. Like, I'm hiding, like, watching.
People, I can laugh at it now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me anymore. But it's, at the time, people were like, how are you not killing yourself? I'm like, don't fucking ask. I'm like, don't ask. I said, it just goes over my head at this point. I'm just like, I don't even like think about it anymore. I'm just like, okay, he's saying that again about me. Okay, fine, big deal. Like, let's move on, you know? But yeah, it's, it's great. It just feels like so long ago now, because it's over 2 years. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Time has gone so fast.
Well, I mean, time does fly, but I think, you know, when you've had this kind of like public relationship like that, especially because that's his whole world, is like, like you were saying, making content out of his own life. I think forever you'll be linked. So like, even if you do a quick Google of you, like, that's one of the first things that come up. It's about your relationship with Jeff, you know.
Happier times.
So, yeah.
That's what's person. But God, we did look a bit happy there, didn't we? It was like nice. It was nice for a
minute. Well, you know, since we're talking about your love life, then of course I did do a little bit more Googling, and then it was like, oh, after you and Jeff broke up, then there was a little bit of a Matt Rogers moment, and we know that Matt and Fraser are now like a little thing. I know you're not a huge Below Deck fan, but you know,
I know Fraser. Yeah, like we hung out a few times, and so he's lovely. He's a lovely guy. I know that was so funny when he started dating Matt. But we just started chatting on like DMs, and then we went on like 2 dates, and it was fun. Great time. I had a great time. Nice. I had a good time, and like and then there was like an article, and I was like, why is there that article? And I don't know how that even came out. I don't, and it was just. And then I got blamed for it, but I'm like, I didn't respond to anybody. Like, I didn't see, like, we went to public places, and I think you're kind of like a lot well known than I am, you know what I mean? And maybe like, you know, and so, there was this article, which was actually hilarious, because it sounded like I spoke to the Daily Mail, and I was like, I didn't fucking talk to anybody. Like, you know what I mean? He says he's so smitten, or he's so happy with me. I'm like, dude, I've gone on 2 dates. Like, you know what I mean? But, it was fine. We chatted about it, and we just didn't move forward with it anymore. And, you know, it was kind of whatever, but he wasn't. He was just kind of thought like, this is kind of weird, and I'm like, no, I agree. I said, look, let's just like call it, let's just leave it. And so we weren't like angry or anything like that. It wasn't like a big falling out or anything like that. Which is nice. So
but I think this is interesting because, you know, you talk about Housewives and Bravo and things like that, and actually you also live it a little bit.
yeah, you kind of get into
Yeah.
it a bit. And I'm friends with a few housewives too. And like, yeah, it's just funny. And that's kind of the cookbook, like, because we sent a lot of cookbooks to a lot of those housewives. And then we went on a few of their podcasts, some of them that actually had them. And it's funny. It's kind of like that book kind of propelled me into it, didn't it? Yeah. And then we had Andy Cohen write the forward for it as well. And
amazing.
Yeah, it's like, and it's funny because these things just like, it just happens and you don't know how it happens. You're just, now I'm here.
Yes.
Now it's like, where's the next place I go?
Well, maybe the next place you go is the book with the title Don't Let It Stew, and you like share all about your life. How you just move on, let things go, like the big public relationship, not going to stew about it. We're just going to move on.
Yeah.
There's plenty. You could go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be the next one. I wanted to do a Sunday fun day cookbook.
Oh, nice.
For my next cookbook. And just because like Sunday is such a cooking day, like because people have more time. And then you have like game day, you have sports days, you have like, you know, like Easter Sunday, you have like Christmas, you have like, you know, like holidays, and like you just can do everything. Brunch, you can do bigger breakfasts. And the Sunday fun day thing was like, I'm so crazy. I always feel like I created the Sunday fun day word. Like, here, I'm not joking. I'm telling you, like back in 2007 or something like that, we'd always go out on Sundays, and I'd be like, Sunday fun day, and we just kept saying, I'm like, well, Sunday fun day. I just kept saying it everywhere I went, and then I just kept hearing it. Then, like, I didn't hear it from someone.
Interesting.
It was really interesting.
You should have trademarked it. Like, what is it? The hair. I've gone blank. High body count hair.
High body count hair, yeah.
You should have trademarked it, Stu. Yeah. But you know, that is interesting. Like, what would be your advice? Because you say all these things about cooking and I'm like nodding and agreeing. I'm actually allergic to the kitchen. It just like, I don't know if it overwhelms me or I find it like hard.
I think you just you get cute pieces of equipment and cute accessories and just have it organized really nicely and get a nice pan and a nice Dutch oven, and then just like choose one recipe and just be like, you know what, I'm going to just master this one simple recipe and I'm going to keep making it until I get it right. And that's all you do. You just start with one recipe, like just something that you like. Just say like, you like Chinese food, just say you like a chicken chow mein. I'm going to find out how I can just dunk noodles in hot water for 4 minutes and just make this sauce out of 3 or 4 ingredients, condiments that are already in my fridge. I buy, saute some chicken, maybe a bell pepper, some broccoli, and you just throw it all together with the sauce. And it's super easy to do. I just posted it on my Instagram today. Like, that's why I talked about it, because it's the last thing in my memory that I cooked. Yeah. But it was so tasty and it was just so easy, you know?
Okay,
so I just think that just focus on one recipe. Okay, so you do it with tofu.
Throw something at me. Do it with the tofu. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy. The problem is as well, my partner is just great in the kitchen and enjoys preparing food, where I'm like, I have 3 kids. Every time they're demanding food, like it honestly makes me so angry. Like, I hate being chained to the kitchen and I'm making you this and you that, and then this one wants more and then that one wants.
No, you got to stop
I never
that shit,
leave the kitchen. You know,
you're like, you give them like, guys, it's this, or this. Which one do you want? And you just all have to come agreement, because you go crazy. That's why you hate it, because you have to make like fucking 9 things.
And I feel like a servant. And I'm like, I've got other things I want to be doing.
Plan out the week. Do you plan out the week? Do you plan out dinners during the week, or not really? It's kind of like as you go. I know. Now, when I say plan out, I mean just like on a Sunday, just like Monday, let's just do chicken tenders and chips. On Tuesday, let's just why don't I do like a little kind of like a beef chili, because that's a one pot wonder and everybody can get fed out of it. And then you have little toppings and they can throw cheese on it and like sour cream and all that shit, right? Then like Wednesday, you're like, okay, maybe I'll just do, I know, some fish and chips or something. I don't know, or do a sausage roll or whatever. Like, so you just know in your head, okay, like when I shop or maybe you do a delivery shop, you just order all your ingredients and they're in the fridge. And then you're just, exactly. That's the big thing. If you know, or another thing, if you want to start cooking, I always say this, just break it up. So like on Sunday night when you're in bed, you get a cookbook or you go online or ask ChatGPT or whatever you want to do, find one recipe, read down through the recipe at least 3 times so you understand what you're actually doing, right? And then the next day, then you get the ingredients. And then on Tuesday, you make the dish.
Okay. So it's like, pardon the pun, but it's marinating. So you're like getting.
But you get excited about it because it's not exhausting.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you if you look at a recipe like at like 11 o'clock in the morning, oh my God, that looks so good. I'm going to go to the store right now. You go to the store, you come back at like 12:15. Now I'm going to cook it. Oh, fuck, I don't want to. I just got back to the store. I'm exhausted. Now I'm going to cook. And now I have to clean up after. See, it's like 5 things.
Yes.
Break them up.
Yes. Okay, I think that's great advice because it's so true as well about the reading of the recipe. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that looks really yum. All the ingredients, there's not that many in it. I could do that. And then I'm like looking at it and it's like literally I'm reading
like
another
3-hour
language.
marinade.
I'm like, oh my God, what? What does that mean?
Yeah, you have to understand.
Like
just
Creek,
understand.
like fold it in.
Yeah. You might have to go onto YouTube and like, okay, what's that technique mean? Or like, how do you chop that onion? Or it's like dice, but it's a fine dice. Like what, So, and you educate yourself. So that's why it's just focus on one recipe for like 2 weeks and then go on to another recipe for another 2 weeks. That's it. And then you'll have like, imagine if you had like mastered 5 recipes.
Oh my God.
Even for the year. And you make those same 5 things.
Yep.
Maybe for 6 months. And then you focus on another 5 things for the next half of the year. That's it. Now you have 10.
Okay. This is brilliant. Okay.
You know?
Okay.
You don't need that many. You don't need that many recipes. If you knew how to make 10 different recipes in your whole lifetime and you could do them really well, that's all you fucking need. You don't really need that much.
True.
You can swap around the proteins, the veggies, like, as much as you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
People
I do make amazing scrambled eggs. That's like literally the low bar that we're at.
People don't know how to cook eggs. I'm telling you.
Really?
It's not that easy. No, it's not. The main thing is doing low and slow. Always low heat and slow. Take your time.
And you don't want to like scramble them. Like you just got to kind of like, move them.
Yeah. You kind of want them
around.
There's a little knob of butter at the end, some chives at the end if you wanted to. It's like nice. I always love a little bit of onion chive at the end.
See, this is a zhuzh. Yeah. I do know zhuzh.
There you go.
All right. Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, I'll report back because things need to change. It really can't just all be on Chris 24/7.
And look, on my Instagram, there's so many easy recipes on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I make them all the time. You see them.
I do. Okay. All right. You've inspired me. All right. I will make a change. 2026 is the year that I make a change in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But I think you're right about cute things and a nice, clean, organized space.
Just don't get shit from like Target or anything like those stores. Like don't get don't get a set of pans of 10 pans.
Yes.
You get one cast iron pan, one nonstick pan, and one kind of casserole pan, like a Dutch oven. That's all you need.
Okay.
Like just make sure they're like large sizes so you can multi-use. You know what I mean? Don't get the small ones.
Yeah.
Just to start off.
And then if you get clear out. Yeah. I've got some ancient things from like whenever I first moved out of 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it's time.
Yeah. I do it all the time. I throw shit out all the time. I get new pans all the time. I mean, I'm cooking a lot, but it is nice and you get excited again.
Yes. Yep. So true. Okay. You've totally inspired me. I'm going to turn this around. Watch this space. Okay. Now, stepping away from food, because it's not always about the food, Stu.
No, it's not. See, where is it? No, there it is. Yeah.
That's the sign. Okay. What are you watching? I know you're really into the Traders, which I know I'm like behind, but I need to get onto it.
Fine. I got a cape. I wore my cape today, like doing a recap. I got it on Amazon. It came yesterday. It was actually really funny today. Hearing it. I just was like, this is fun, So yeah, Traders, Beverly Hills, Salt Lake City, that's over right now. And I watched Below Deck this week.
Yes. So I heard your interview with Sarah Goldman. Love her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
I'm going to get Daisy on
a couple of weeks ago. Nice.
Me and Daisy's going to have a good episode when I get Daisy on. It's going to be fun.
Amazing. 2 Irish people talking about life at home.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have Captain Jason on my show too. So Aussie and Aussie and Irish and Irish.
Be great. And he's good. He's a great personality when he goes on interviews. He's brilliant.
Yeah. And so is Daisy. I actually have heard them teaming up a little bit lately and it's good energy. Are you watching the new Vanderpump Rules by any chance?
I watched one episode and I just couldn't.
Was it the incest episode?
No, it was like the first open, the one out the gate. I just
Okay.
was like, I can't get into this. I could barely get into the other one. Like, I mean, I did
I
watch the
know.
cheating season and stuff like that, and like that was like exciting. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy because every episode was just
Yeah.
you know, drama,
Bang,
drama,
bang,
drama. You know,
bang.
yeah,
Yeah.
it really was. And then the new one, I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've been keeping up with clips online. There's, this kind of
The
scandal. Is
incest
there?
thing because they two of them have OnlyFans, right?
And they're cousins, and they're
But what do they do
apparently,
on there? Do they make out?
well, according to the little bit that the girls watching a clip, they were being filmed watching a clip and freaking out. And apparently it's the two male cousins with two other guys naked in a shower, soaping each other up, massaging each other. I
Like
don't know.
like
Anything's kind of,
like down below
I'm
massaging?
not sure, but definitely
Why doesn't
all
anybody know
naked.
this?
Well,
Do I
I
need
know
to get a
someone needs to.
subscription?
Yeah, you
I
do.
will.
Can you do the
I'll do it.
groundwork?
Like $9.99 for the month and just cancel
Okay.
it like after a day.
I'd be very curious
Or
if the
keep it.
video's still up there, but I think they're making that content together a lot.
See,
So
people are so sick. They're so crazy. Like they love like brothers together and stuff like that. Like, you know, you see like movie, like there's like pornos out there and all that kind of stuff with them, and like twins. Like people are so into twins. Like it's crazy.
really,
So it's like, yeah, there's like such a like fetish for shit like that. And look, I don't know how much money they're making. I mean, look, it's weird as fuck. I mean, I would never be able to do anything like, but like, it's like a cousin. Then they probably think it's okay because it's cousin, so it's not like direct, but it's like fucking weird.
I know.
I don't know.
Like,
I
I don't
just
think there's
can't. Like,
any amount of money that could make me go and be sexual with
yeah,
my cousin and
yeah,
then film
no,
it
like
and sell
no,
it. Like,
no fucking
yeah,
way.
yeah. But it's true. Like, it's all that weird incest stuff. Like, or even like my stepmother stuff and my stepbrother, and that's like the bread and butter of Pornhub, basically.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Don't watch that stuff.
No, no.
Um,
No, but it reminds me of, there was a season of The Real World. I don't know if you ever used to watch that back in the day.
I remember
But
it.
there
I
was
didn't watch it though.
So there was a season, maybe it was Vegas or something, and there was like this hot guy and he was in a relationship with one of the girls in the house, and then it came out that he was doing kind of like gay for pay kind of porn, like
Mm-hmm.
on the side. This is way before social media and everything, certainly not OnlyFans or anything, but he was, doing kind of sexy or sexual videos with guys, and that was this huge scandal, and he kind of like had to face the music on that because it was not a known thing so much for, reality
Yeah.
TV guys to also be, now it's like every second person's got an OnlyFans. It's not a big deal. But back then that was like a huge, scandal. And it's reminiscent of that again, all of this coming out.
It's become so like it's become so normalized, this OnlyFans thing, which is fine. Like I'd say, because nobody. I mean, look, the stuff we're seeing online these days. I mean, to see a bit of fucking a few people naked on camera, it's just like that feels like nothing now anymore.
No,
You know what I
totally.
mean? Really,
Totally.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we haven't got like a Chef Stu OnlyFans down the track.
I remember like they did. You know what's really funny? Like, and I don't know if it was that legit, but like, remember somebody reached out to me from OnlyFans, like from corporate. Like, because I think what they were trying, because I think what they were trying to do is they were trying to not like change the platform, but like kind of like have it become more for everyone, where it's like, you can have like private content as a chef where it's like, cooking classes and, we think it'd be great. And I'm like, but isn't it like for like naked stuff? And they're like, no, like other people do stuff that it's not pornographic and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, well, that's interesting. I said, I'll give it a thought. I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time for subscriptions, like for people to subscribe to me for like $2.99 a month. Like whatever I show, I post it and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a commitment. If I had no job, I'm not doing anything else, and that was it. Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm doing other stuff,
I feel like Dorinda Medley did a bit of a cooking situation on OnlyFans briefly.
Did she? Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe they'd reached out to her as well, and I don't know how long that lasted for, but
it's because it's just the way for me to do something like that, I would need to be like, I would need to go somewhere like once a week, walk in, do the thing, walk out. Someone edits it, puts it together, take a percentage split or whatever they want to do. I'm fine with that. But to shoot it, edit it, post, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. It's not even the work, it's the time.
Yeah. And I think also the thing with OnlyFans is it's interactive. So you'd also need to commit to messaging people and I don't know. Although I think people pay other people to do that. But anyway, you don't need that. You got other things going on.
Not yet, thank God.
No, but it's an option. One of these days. So, okay, Beverly Hills, tell me, what are your thoughts? Where are we at?
I'm struggling with it, but it's just like, it's just, I just think the PK story and Dorit's like such like the victim. Then she feels like, oh, well, why can I not tell you what's going on with PK? And it's like, well, because it'll look really bad in court when you go to court and you've been bad-mouthing him on this national TV show. And, you know, PK doesn't really have anywhere to defend himself. And you're saying he's a bad dad. You're saying he's an alcoholic. You're saying like, it's like, that's like bad shit.
Yeah.
And I think like Kyle's not out to get her. No one's out to, no, here's the thing. Do you know what I'll say? No one cares enough about her to be out for her, to get her. So they'd rather just say, hey, be fucking careful what you say about A, B, and C, because it might come back and bite you in the ass. Now, I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't say that to you. I'd just let you just like go fucking ruin your life.
Yes,
like, and she can't, she doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to hear it.
So do you think that's her genuinely like not getting it, or is that her in Housewives mode?
I think it's in Housewives mode. I mean, for you to say that, like, I know where you're thinking, and it's like I've thought that about her for a long time, and it's very performative.
Yeah,
and I don't think she knows how to be any other way. I actually feel like if you actually kind of maybe just met her with no cameras and stuff like that, I'd say she's probably a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, the bathroom sounded fun. Back in the day. Don't you remember what Lisa Rinna? Yeah.
Were people doing cocaine in your bathroom?
That's it. Yeah, probably.
So good. Yeah. Probably. They all just like left and went to do drugs. It was so obvious. It was like two people at the dinner table. Yeah.
Exactly.
Gone.
We've all been at that dinner. Like, we didn't need to call it out.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought, that was ballsy.
Yeah.
She did that back in the day. That's when like I liked Lisa Rinna on the show. It was back then.
Yeah, it turned not too long after that. I think it turned
kind of like mean. Then after that, she became like too mean. And when someone just starts thinking that they have to be super, super mean to kind of like be popular or like to kind of make it better, it's just it doesn't read because we know who you are. And we haven't seen that, and now you're just becoming so dark and mean with the whole Denise Richards thing. I hated that. I hated that.
That was terrible.
I thought it was terrible.
I turned away for a couple of years, I think, after that. I was like, this is just not watchable for me.
Whereas Jersey is incredible television, and they took that away from us. And it's like, I just don't understand. Yes, it got a bit rough at the end of last season. I agree. And it kind of got heavy. And but like they just needed a breather. Like they just needed like 6 months off. And like, look, producers, people need to kind of intervene and be like, okay, what's going on with you guys? Like, we can't kind of have this. Go have your drama, do your thing, but like we can't be throwing pitchers of water at each other at the table or some shit like that, or like smashing glass. Like, why do they remember they had to separate them into different rooms? Like,
yes.
Like
totally.
Crazy. And there was no reunion, was there? No, we didn't get a reunion.
No, it just ended.
So weird. Like they weren't going to kill each other, were they? Like what was the?
Do you know what? I think it was just like complete fatigue. Like nobody wanted to see the two of them and their cronies screaming across the room at each other. Like what could possibly? There was no resolution. There was no repair. It just
needed. It's going to happen again. When it,
Yeah.
I look and I don't know. I think they're recasting for one or two more new girls on that show, and I'm like, the cast you had was perfect. Like it
Mm.
was. It was like a dramatic. Like those two new girls were brilliant.
Yeah, they
Danielle
were
and
good.
Jen Fuda, or just
Yes.
Rachel Fuda. Like they were
Rachel
fucking
Fuda. Yeah.
great.
Yeah, they held their own. That's for sure.
Yeah,
You know,
they were
not
great first
afraid.
seasoners.
Yeah. I would have been terrified going into
They
that
went
group.
right into it. They were like,
Yeah.
"You fucking come for me, I'll come for you." And then the husbands were into it too. I was like, "This is
Yeah.
gold." And you kind of want to
Yeah.
replace these girls,
Yeah. The
like
thing is, like, I couldn't have done another minute more of the Teresa and Melissa stuff. Like, I just,
that did get old. Yeah,
yeah. And I just think there was no way to move it back into a fun space. Like, you know, I do think it needed a break. And I don't know, I could actually entertain Jersey coming back without them, just without those two. You know, the others, like, I find Margaret so funny and
I wouldn't
entertaining.
mind
Like, the
seeing
others,
a season without them. I mean, I'd be fine with
yeah.
that and see how it goes. Maybe it's
See
crap.
how it
Who
goes.
knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the personalities are big enough that, and then there'd be room for other drama and other, you know, things to be on the boil and more fun and lightness. And that really felt like it was missing towards the end there.
Mm.
So, yeah, that'll be an interesting space to watch. Are you going to watch Rhode Island?
I will, because Dolores is on it.
Yeah, of course.
I just got a yawn. I'm so sorry. And it's only like 5 o'clock here. It's like, it's not as if like it's 9 at night. It's been a long day. I've been up since 5:30 in the morning. I just not like, I'm sleeping really heavy from like 9:30 onwards, but then I'm up at 5, you know?
Oh my
Like,
God.
yeah.
Are you really going to bed at 9:30?
Yeah.
That is
I
amazing.
fucking love it. I love it.
Jealous.
Now tonight I'm not, well, am I doing anything tonight? No, I'm not. I don't think I'm going out. I have no plans to. I'm getting like my bathroom kind of renovated right now, and I'm kind of doing it myself. And I got my kitchen just renovated. Like my landlord did that. So I'm kind of like,
nice.
I want to do the bathroom. So I have to be up and early in the morning, and I want to kind of get into that.
Yeah. Look at you being so responsible.
I know, but it feels good that I'm not really drinking right now. Like, I mean, Super Bowl Sunday's on Sunday, right? So I'll go to some party and I'll have a few drinks on Sunday. Yeah. And that'll be kind of like my let loose kind of day. Yeah.
So are you noticing a difference in your energy not drinking? Like, is that?
Yeah. But I'm on GLP-1 as well, and like NAD. Yeah. So I'm with New Core Health on that, and it's kind of like a partnership with them. And I was always wondering about the GLP-1, and wasn't to lose weight, but like all the other benefits around it, with like energy, clarity. It's it's insane. I feel so good. It's the best I've ever felt. I'm able to sleep at night. It's incredible. So like, if you're ever thinking of it or whatever, like going to, don't forget about the weight loss thing, because the weight loss thing was a side effect.
Yes.
And it was for, diabetes and all that kind of stuff. And they kind of used it and they found out but there was other great things attached to it as well. And then NAD is kind of like, it's not like a hormone thing, but your body already produces it. And it's just, they kind of call it the fountain of youth, kind of regenerate cells and stuff like that. And like the gym workouts are so much better. It's crazy. So I do a combination of the two. So I do a super low dose of the GLP-1, and it stops me eating shit at night.
Yes.
I eat, like, I'll eat my bit of breakfast, lunch, and like I'll eat something out like probably 6:30 tonight, and then I'm done for the night. I don't need to pick at anything. I don't have a sweet tooth after. Like, it's great. And it's kind of helps as well. If I go out drinking, I'll probably have like no more than 4 drinks. Now, if I wasn't drinking it, I'd be like, let's go to 7 or 8. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I just sip in it now. I take my time. It kind of curbs that as well. Like, so there's a lot of benefits towards it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw some research that was saying, the cognitive benefits are incredible. Yeah. There's all sorts of like great benefits for your organs, for heart health, for like preventing some cancers. Like, it actually seems like an incredible drug.
I'm 44 years of age. I really feel like a part of me sometimes, I feel like I'm in my late 20s. I do.
Wow.
Like I don't feel
Amazing.
like, I just like, I feel there's no bloat. I feel leaner. I'm
Mm.
working out every day. I still go to the gym like 5 days a week, but like your workouts are better, but I'm not killing myself at the gym, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Right?
I think also the NAD, I keep seeing that. I'm 43. I'll be
Yeah.
44 this year. And NAD, there must be like hitting the middle age algorithm because it's like all GLPs and NAD stuff, or everything
But
to
I've
keep you. Yeah.
never felt this way my entire life. I've never felt this healthy
Wow.
and great
Wow.
in
That's
all the years. Yeah.
amazing.
It really is. It's
Yeah.
like, my body has never looked
And
this good I've never, and I've like, I did the 75-day hard last year, and I did 75 days, or like I did 86 days, no drinking. And so, and my body was ripped. I got in great shape without any kind of like GLPs or anything like that,
yeah.
but it was fucking work.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
work. That was two
Yeah.
45-minute workouts a day, eating pretty cleanly. I kind of ate what I wanted, but I was not allowed to eat fast food or Chinese food from takeout. If I
Oh my
wanted to
God.
eat it, I had to make it myself.
Oh
That was that
no.
was my diet. That was my diet.
Okay.
Because they say like choose a diet, whatever that is, and so it was kind of like choose the things that kind of you're weak at. And so I
Yes.
love takeout, sometimes at
Yeah.
nighttime. Who
Yeah.
doesn't? Like
Well,
who
it's
loves
just
a good
like,
Chinese?
and it's
Yeah, I love Chinese.
comfort and
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
super strict. So I would start
Oh my
making, like I would
God.
start boiling rice on Sundays, and I would have it at nighttime if I came home. And then I would go to the bars with my friends, and I would drink non-alcoholic beers. But it was kind of amazing because I'd just get in my car and drive home.
Oh, so good.
And like I
Yeah.
was saving like $1,000, $1,500 a month
Whoa.
on
That's
like going
wild.
out and drinking and like dinners and this and like the
Yeah.
amount of money you
Yeah.
save is crazy.
Yeah. So true. And the Ubers everywhere, like,
Yeah. Well, the
that in
Ubers
itself.
the Ubers are like $22 a pop. So like you're
Yeah.
thinking of that, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
Amazing.
It's a
Amazing.
lot of
Wow.
benefits. So if you're thinking like, well, I can't afford that and
Mm,
stuff like that, but if you do it, you're going to be saving the money in other places, and you will. I'm not just saying that, you
true.
actually do, which is crazy. Yeah,
True. I wouldn't
yeah,
mind a little bit of extra mental clarity. I definitely feel the fog, you know?
yeah. Like the NAD here, like I think with the company I work with, it's like $199 a month, which is great because a lot of places do IV, and it's like $300 a pop.
Oh my gosh.
And if you're
So how
getting
are
that
you
once a
taking the
week,
NAD? Is it like
just
a
an injection.
supplement? Oh, it's
No,
an
it's like an
injection as
injection.
well.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's like a little kind of
wow.
diabetic needle, and you're just like sort of like quick.
Wow. And
Yeah.
how long does it last? Is it like once a week?
Um, NAD is twice a week.
Okay.
It's like, so I'll do it like on Monday and a Thursday. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
I've just kind of stayed at the same dose, and it's been fine. And it's like it's not like this like miracle, but you do feel more focused and more clear.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Okay.
I'm more productive and I'm more motivated. It's great. I don't know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We could all use a
I
bit of
can't
that.
complain about it. It's been great. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Brilliant. All right. So we're getting to, I know you've got stuff going
Five,
on
6 minutes.
shortly.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, okay, if you were to try to fix Beverly Hills, what would you do?
Yes. Um,
Because it needs some work.
like I just feel like when people say like bring back the oldies or bring back some of the originals, that's not the reason. And we'll see if that pans out with the new Roni, reboot and stuff like that in
Yes.
Palm Beach or whatever, right? With
I am
the
pumped
OG.
for that one.
Um, I think a few of them just need a year off. Like I think Erica Jane needs a year off. I think
Yes.
like even Kyle could take a break, and to get some other girls in. Amanda was a bad choice, and they probably thought she was going to be great because she was a friend of Kyle's, and then she bought Kyle's old house and stuff like that. I get where they were going with it.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just bad at casting sometimes. Like they should have kept Katie on for Orange County for another season and had
Yes.
her like bring a friend on, like that attorney girlfriend of hers. Like Katie's great. Like she just, a lot of it
Yeah.
was edited out, and the way she was kind of pushed out, it just was very unfair the way it happened. But she was a good house. Like she could have been great. Like when you just see, because like you need more than one or two seasons, like to really feel it, like and get into it. Rachel Zoe's a great addition.
Yes, completely agree. Yeah.
Like Dorit is just, she needs to change the storyline. Like she just does. I feel like as well with Beverly Hills, I just don't feel like they're close and they're friends. And you know, when you go back to the original Beverly Hills, they all fucking knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
They were genuine friendships, and that's why the drama felt so legit. Like that's why the fights felt so real, because they kind of were.
There was a stake in it. Like there were real relationships at risk, and family relationships at risk. You know, this just feels It's
so maybe you just need to get a new family in there and a new drama and this and the other. Yeah.
Bring back Kim Richards and then watch Kyle have to become very real.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's because we're just getting like the Kyle and Mauricio storyline, and then we're getting the Reed and PK storyline. But like, I feel like this has been going on for 2 seasons now.
So true.
So it's like we haven't moved on to kind of something new. Erica's not really giving us anything. She's dating a new guy. That's all we got out of that, you know?
Yeah.
You know, Rachel Zoe is good. I'd like to see more fashion from her, and like going into her closet, like her going on a shopping spree with maybe 2 girls and having a whole, like, I'd love to see her at work at the office, like delivering and FedExing outfits and stuff, kind of like the old days with her. Like just a tiny bit of that would be great. Try it. Just try out different things and see what sticks. Because right now it's just not sticking. And I just feel like they're just shooting stuff to shoot stuff because they know we'll watch because.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, I think I missed like 2 seasons ago Beverly Hills. I thought it was atrocious. I just like, I'm not even watching this anymore.
Same. I was exactly the same. Yep. I only tuned back in because of Rachel Zoe. I was like, all right. Yeah. I'll give this a proper shot. And I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually just think I'd enjoy watching another show of hers. Like, let's just get the Rachel Zoe project going again. That'd be enough.
Yeah. Maybe I mean, look, maybe this is a soft launch to bring her back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like her family's great, you know, like as you say, that she's got a whole world that would be just so delicious to get into.
Exactly. You know? Exactly. It really would be. Yeah. But look, we'll keep knocking along and just keep watching it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know, but it's sad because I think everyone talking about it feels a little bit fatigued. I don't hear anyone talking about Beverly Hills like, yes, oh my god, exciting.
I know, like, and Salt Lake City is done as well. So it's just like, you know,
I know. What have we got to look forward to?
I know.
That's a bit depressing. All right. So Stu, where can people find you? Where can they follow you? What's the best place to get all things you?
You can listen to my podcast twice a week, generally on Wednesdays and Mondays and Wednesdays. Don't Let It Stew, Spotify, Apple, all those streaming platforms. You can find me on social media at Chef Stuart, or at Chef Stuart O'Keefe on all, like, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that shit. Yeah. And fun recipes I post there. And then you'll get clips from my podcast on there as well. So yeah, all good stuff.
Amazing. I'll put the links in the show notes. Stu, thank you so much for joining me. Just a pleasure to kind of shoot the breeze with you.
Yeah.
And
super fun.
Hear a little bit more about your backstory too. That was great.
I know. I haven't told that story in a while. So thanks for bringing that back up again. So I was able to kind of refresh myself on it. Yeah. I have a few auditions, TV show auditions coming up in the next 2 or 3 days. So they're probably going to ask me those questions. So yeah.
Great.
So, if I hear anything,
all right, well, I'll take a producer credit, please, when you get your next big thing. Oh, thanks so much, Stu. Can't wait to see what comes next for you. Appreciate your time.